Good day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation's Voice Tower, that channel that keeps you updated on everything pertaining to the political system, politicians, politics, the oriented polity, and the Nigerian people, okay, as it links to governance. Thanks for joining us. Now, I want to go straight. I have a sensational update on Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, and Aisha Muhammadu Buhari has been in the background throughout this time before Bola Ahmed Tinibu came to power. And she has also been in the background orchestrating things even after he has come to power. All right. So I want to bring this expose because I consulted my sources and the information is now confirmed. All right. Though we don't have lots of proof, okay, but this information is confirmed. And of course, I told you that what I will always bring to you is that part of the updates that the mainstream media cannot give you. That part of the update that the conventional media cannot give you. All right. So, first of all, did you know that Aisha Muhammadu Buhari actually was the reason why President Muhammadu Buhari finally agreed that Bola Ahmed Tinibu should succeed him as president under APC? Did you know? Because initially, please follow the trend of events. Initially, President Muhammadu Buhari never wanted Bola Ahmed Tinibu. Remember when he said the power that be? When he made the statement, I think was it Nasarawa State or Ogun State, one of the states, when he went for a campaign rally, he said the powers that be. If you remember that video, the powers that be. All right. Yes. So without wasting much of a time, he meant President Muhammadu Buhari in that particular video. Okay. He said if they like, they should make the naira scarce. If they like, they should make fuel scarce. But I must be the president. Those were his statements. All right. Though he was speaking to President Muhammadu Buhari there. So without much ado, for Aisha Muhammadu Buhari to convince her husband to accept Bola Ahmed Tinibu instead of the main preferred candidate. Do you know who the preferred candidate was? Yeah, you will hear it from this expose. For her to convince her husband to accept him instead of the main candidate, she had to do it on some cash. All right. Now listen, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari allegedly collected $10 million from Bola Ahmed Tinibu in order to convince her husband to drop support for Ahmed Lawan, the former Senate president, who was the cabal's preferred candidate for the presidency. Muhammadu Buhari, who has never wanted Bola Ahmed Tinibu, made an immediate turn and started to support Bola Ahmed Tinibu. All right. And now, listen, money that was collected by Aisha Muhammadu Buhari was shared between herself and some APC leaders. All right. That is why you could see today that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in loggerheads with the former national chairman of the APC. That was what brought about his sack because he never supported him. All right. So Aisha shared the money allegedly between herself and some APC leaders. All right. Today, she is shuttling between Turkey, allegedly, and London, buying properties and living her life while also dealing with her medical conditions, according to sources, all right? Although she is still angry with Bola Ahmed Tinibu over the fact that he did not honor her list of preferred ministerial appointments, all right? She was well settled for whatever she said to President Muhammadu Buhari that turned him from his former preferred candidate to Bola Ahmed Tinibu. Yes, this part will never come to the mainstream media. No, they will never tell you this, but you will hear it from here. So it has been confirmed, okay? So I will begin to follow this link gradually and then bring you the expose with lots of evidences as time goes on, all right? But for now, you have to know that President Muhammadu Buhari was cajoled or was, convinced by his wife Aisha to support Bola Ahmed Tinibu. That was why finally when he went to vote on the voting day, he voted and showed the whole world who he voted. You remember? Yes, President Muhammadu Buhari voted and showed everybody who he voted into power, that he voted the APC. Yes. So that is that, and the truth remains that whatever has been happening between Bola Tinubu and President Muhammadu Buhari has actually come to an end because his wife is now involved. Okay, so that is why you can hear that President Muhammadu Buhari has not said anything pertaining to the certificate forgery, the bad governance, the fuel subsidy removal, and all that. If not, in ordinary cases or in ordinary circumstances, the former president will have spoken. All right, it's not that President Muhammadu Buhari is inaccessible. He's accessible. We can meet him anywhere. We know where he is, but he has refused to speak because of who is involved. Okay, yes. So you should know that he has been bought over already, and he has lots of files on the ground. All right, so he doesn't have to bring out himself to the general public. Now, I will shock you with one particular update. Do you remember one Mr. Michael Achimugu? One Michael Achimugu, the erstwhile former media aide to Atiku Abubakar, that brought out an expose about the Atiku Gate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You remember him? Alright, I told you anything that goes around must come around. Alright. Now he has surfaced again. This time around, he has come to the studio of Rise News, alleging that Atiku Abubakar has no moral grounds to question the academic records of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He seems to be working obviously for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When I said it, nobody believed me. Yes, when he brought out Article Gate 1, 2, I told people he was paid. And I told people that this man is working for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not for any other party. He's working for the APC. People did not believe me. But here he is. So I will tell you who he is working for. But watch this video. After watching this video, then I will bring out the expose about him. Stay tuned.
I have always looked at this Chicago State University thing from just two perspectives. You know, the first is that the only authority that can verify the president's studentship and graduation from that institution is CSU itself and nobody else. I want to believe that that is why the journalists and the former vice president himself wrote to the school, because only they can tell, you know. And the second perspective is, what is the scope of the petition before the Supreme Court now? How will the Supreme Court interpret what is the evidence before them? You see, in these two scenarios, public opinion doesn't really matter much, and that is why as an individual, I haven't really said much about it, because if you recall, the judge in the US did mention, you know, that they have received emails from Nigeria, but reiterated that rulings and judgments will not be based, you know, on public opinion. And the Chief Justice of Nigeria also said the same thing as well, you know. So from those perspectives, I don't really have much of a personal opinion, because the courts will have to decide. Now, my only problem in all of these issues is that it is a man who does not have the moral high ground that is chasing after the president. And I am even more shocked by the persons who now come out to support and help Atiku Abubakar, you know, in trying to get at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because nobody can convince, there's no logic that makes it okay if you say you are anti-corruption and then you are helping a man like Atiku Abubakar, the same Atiku that I know. Look, on what basis would anybody be helping Atiku Abubakar? If we talk about, if you say that you are writing the FBI to give you, you know, information about Tinibu, do you forget that Atiku also has a file with the FBI? If you talk about the fact that Tinibu had an account, the bank account flagged in the US, do you also forget that Atiku also had bank account with even much more money flagged in the US as well? So on what basis will anybody come out to say we are working with Atiku to arrive at this thing? So suddenly Atiku's
right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Nation's Voice Tower. Michael Achimugu on that interview there. All right. Whatever he's saying on that interview, fine. He is trying to discredit Atiku Abubakar for pursuing further the academic records and the forgery saga surrounding Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Chicago State University. That is different, all right. But do you know what he now does now? Or what he now does? Well, Michael Achimugu is now the senior media assistant to the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo. Yes, I told you we would catch them gradually. That means Keyamo paid him for everything that he said from day one to the final day. No wonder after he finished dropping the Atiku Gate series, Keyamo swung in and alerted the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission and the DSS to quickly arrest Atiku Abubakar. He petitioned them. No wonder, because he was too fast to do that. I was wondering, why is Festus Keyamo too fast? He didn't even wait for the information to be verified. He didn't wait for the information to, go viral. He just swung into action and alerted and petitioned the DSS, the ICPC, and the EFCC. Now the lines are adding up. All right, no wonder. Okay. So this is like this particular position. Senior media assistant to the Minister of Aviation is like a thank you, a reward, a compensation for the job well done. Yes, that's good. Well, we'll always fish out impunity and injustice anytime we see one. All right, yes, that is true. I hope you now know who Michael Achimugu is. He's not only a snitch, but he is a backstabber. Yes, that is how we should call him. Because if he was saying the other time on air when he was exposing Atiku, he said he's not doing this for money. He's doing it for the sake of Nigeria and all that. Oga, why did you finally receive the appointment under Ministry of Aviation? Why did you receive the appointment to be Festus Keyamo's media assistant? All right. Well, that is said and done. At least we've established that fact. All right. Now, something is happening in Imo State. The obedient movement in Imo State has been hijacked. Yes, some unknown men who came into the party just last year have hijacked once more the obedient movement, not the Labour Party, the obedient movement, and they are trying to, make it an object of ridicule. How? One Dr. Emeka Mandela Ukebu, a former member of the National Rescue Movement, NRM, has hijacked the obedient movement. Of course, he was part of the obedient movement, and now he has hijacked it and is trying to, pledge support for Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State. This is wrong. I don't know who these people are. I don't know how these people got into Labour Party and began to, spearhead the obedient movement to the extent that he's now a coordinator. All right, let me allow you watch the video. Listen to what he said in the video. When we come back, I will now explain to you what I feel and what is happening really. Stay tuned.
We are here to let the world know of our decision to partner with the executive governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, on his re-election bid. We wish to state here that the obedient movement is not a political party and is not owned by any political party. The movement of which we are founding members was created to accommodate members of other political parties and civil society groups that do not belong to any political party.
Okay, you've watched the video there, and that was Emeka Mandela Ukebu. All right. Now, Emeka Mandela Ukebu was the presidential candidate, of the NRM, that is the National Rescue Movement. All right. He later joined the Labour Party, collapsed his NRM supporters to join Peter Obi at the Labour Party sometime on the 29th day of June 2022. On your screen, you can see was the official statement by the Labour Party when Dr. Mandela joined the Labour Party and officially joined the obedient movement. This Emeka Mandela Ukebu came in just last year, and now he is claiming to be one of the founding fathers of the obedient movement. All right. How did he become the founding fathers of the obedient movement? Now, from this official statement, it says Labour Party today welcomed new members to our great party. New members include Chief Martin Abaso and his supporters, Dr. Emeka Mandela, presidential aspirant of National Rescue Movement, NRM, whose presidential organization officially collapse into Labour Party for Peter Obi. That was dated 29th of June 2022. Alright, so that means he's actually a newcomer to the obedience movement. Alright, how come is he now saying that they are the founding fathers or they are the founding members of the obedience movement and they are now partnering with Governor Hope Uzodinma for his re-election bid? The obedient movement does not belong to any party, or he doesn't even know what he's saying. Because what is the obedient movement? Where was it coined from? What is obedience? Was not coined from Peter Obi. Where was Peter Obi, or where is Peter Obi's party? If not the Labour Party. So why would you say the obedient movement does not belong to any party? It is just made up of, non-partisans and other civil society groups. Who is this man? I fail to understand such people, because I don't know. It is because Nigeria is a lawless country. That is why these people come out from the blues and say whatever they want to say. Alright, if not, there is supposed to be a party sanction on him. If he is still a member of the Labour Party, there should be a party sanction on him, because he has gone against the code of conduct of the party, going to indulge in anti-party activities, claiming or hiding under the umbrella of obedient movement. These are the people who will bring Nigeria to a very, very hard stop. These are the people who will make Nigeria go into extinction, and then tomorrow people will be accused when people like this are still roaming about the streets freely. So if this person can do this outside after collecting some cash, then what can he not do? Alright, please, thank you so much for staying with us. I would urge you, please like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. And if you're watching me for the first time, tap the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that we'll get to link up when I drop a new update. From my table, I'm saying, see you next time. Bye.